We got lots of vertical movement. We're using all of our abilities. We're hitting our stuns and 1v1s. We got this shit, baby. Come on. Give it to me. Hey y'all, how's it going? Today we are going to be learning how to play the new champion in Paladins, Caspian. If you do enjoy the video and want us to help other people see it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe down below to make sure you don't miss any of my videos. To give you guys a good idea of what we're going to be doing in this video, we're going to be going through and understanding all of his abilities in relation to each other. We're also going to understand all of his talents and all of his cards and what I think you should be running in the new meta. Down below in the description you will also find different timestamps so that way you can skip to different parts of the video. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. Now, like I said, to really understand all of Caspian's abilities, you gotta understand two of his main weapons, which are going to be his pistol, Love, and his sword, War. As you can see, his pistol is going to be firing every 0.85 seconds, dealing 350 damage per shot. Relatively long range weapon as well, up to 100 units you can hit with it. It also grants you a stack of piercing momentum, which will come in handy later, which basically increases the rate of fire on his sword. War is going to do the exact opposite. When you hit shots with your sword, you are going to increase the fire rate of your pistol. That is relatively short range, up to I think 65 units is what I remember it being, and it's up to 350 damage as well. So you can do a lot of damage very, very quickly with both of these two weapons combined. And considering the fact that you've got a short range and a long range weapon, you've got a lot of flexibility with Caspian's kit to be able to do a lot of different cool things that are going to make you very difficult to beat when you get into 1v1 situations. So, to start out with his pistol, relatively simple. You're going to be hitting shots at a medium range. It does a relatively simple amount of damage. You really start getting into the big numbers when you start using them together. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a few shots with my pistol. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I've already killed Victor, but now look at my sword. My sword is going absolutely mental. And it's not about the damage, it's about the fire rate. When you start getting into that super high fire rate, that's when you start using them both together. So, I hit him with a few times, and now my pistol is super fast. So, yes, this is against bots, but when you start getting into those super high rank elos and you're fighting against tanks, maybe you're fighting against a Buck or a Ceres who's got a lot of health, you're going to be able to hit 3 or 4 different shots like this and be able to play around with it and get to those super high fire rates. And that's where we want to stay at. We want to stay with the super high fire rates. We want to be moving quickly, and we want to be taking out our targets very effectively. Now, as for his stun ability, which is going to be called Rogue's Tempo, it's going to be my Q ability. It's going to be a piercing and a stun ability that is very, very effective in those 1v1 fights. So, 3 people back to back. I already hit 3 stuns on 3 different people. That alone is big, especially when you're fighting on point, especially when you're trying to fight 2v1s. If you can land this stun on multiple people, you can literally get yourself out of most situations. So, it also stuns, it also pierces. Keep that in mind when you're using it in your 1v1s. Now, your movement ability called Deadly Momentum is going to be extremely important getting into those close range engagements. So, let's say you're at about this range right here. See how I did damage like that when I twirled? You're going to also deal damage when you come out like that, and you can activate it early. So, let's say that I want to go up. I can activate it early like that by re-clicking my movement button. And see, now I've got my sword. I activate my stun.
2 kills at the same time. That's a quadruple.
And now we're just on a roll. We keep on going. And that's basically what you do. This character is so based on momentum, it's not even funny. Once you get your momentum going, you are going to be an extremely difficult force to take down. And especially when you start throwing in your stuns and your movement, you are a very difficult champion to kill. Last but not least, we do need to go over Caspian's ult. Whenever you do decide to use it, you're going to summon 5 ethereal blades, which are going to deal an additional 800 damage to whatever you decide to hit. Shield, person, whatever it is, you're going to deal an extra 800 damage. Simple as that. So now that we've got a good idea of what his weapons do and his different abilities, let's go ahead and start breaking down some of his different talents. He's going to have 3 just like every other champion. Measured cadence, we're going to fire a weaker copy of Rogue's tempo forward from your crosshairs for every 6 ammo consumed. If you notice while I was going through that, his pistol for love is going to take 3 ammo for every shot. So if you're a big brain mathematician like me, you can see that every 2 shots, you're going to be sending out another Rogue's tempo. It's not going to have that piercing damage like you would with a normal ability, but it is good for fighting on point, and you still can get a lot of versatility out of it. So with his other 2 talents, Everywhere at Once is going to be centered around his ability Deadly Momentum. It's going to set his cooldown at 5 seconds. It cannot be modified, reduced, or increased, and it gives you 1 stack of piercing and sharp momentum with every enemy that you hit with Deadly Momentum. So like I said with the ability earlier, when you go into it and you do your twirl, you are going to be able to deal damage to people. When you deal that damage, or when you're hitting them when you're going with your ability forward, you can gain that 1 stack of piercing and sharp momentum, and it's going to give you that increased fire rate. As for your last talent, It's Got Some Heft. You're going to be increasing the range and damage of war, but decreasing its rate of fire and giving it an additional 20% damage whenever you go with your piercing effect. So if I can figure out where the enemies are on the map, whenever you do get your increased fire rate for war, you're going to be doing the increased damage when you line them up in sequence. So you are basically just trading your damage for your rate of fire. If you can hit your shots, it's a great talent. Overall, I do think that they all have their useful factors. Measured cadence is going to be very good for fighting on point, maybe when you're taking 2v1s in the back of their flank. Everywhere at Once, you can really kind of play like 7, where you're up close and personal, you're hitting your stun frequently, you're using your movement frequently, and you're really stacking those stacks of piercing and sharp momentum very quickly. And It's Got Some Heft, that's going to be like your high skill, high reward talent for people who really want to see how far they can push it. How much damage can I get in one game? How much can I annoy the other team by the fact that I can only hit a few shots and I can still beat you in a 1v1? So they all have usefulness. Let's see how they function in the game. Let's go over and cut to the gameplay. Alrighty, ladies and gents, I'm going to show you guys my loadout, items, and cards that I am using for my Caspian loadout. This is not a one-size-fits-all. Try what fits you best and see what you like. For me, I'm going to be running It's Got Some Heft. I'm going to be running these cards that are going to boost my momentums by 48% and give me increased movement speed, along with Nimble 1 and Deft Hands to start out with. Let's see how this turns out.
Here the story begins. As the prime blood has been spilled.
That's the good stuff.
Enemies are not flagging.
Good start, good start. Pulled 2 kills. They got 3. We're winning point. We're not going to fight a Rom that far away. We want to try and play for that Drogos.
Enemy double kill.
I would have used my ult there if I...
Triple kill.
I think we're probably going to lose point here. Yeah, I know That's okay. That's okay. We had a solid start.
Killing spree.
Witness true.
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill.
There we go. Come on.
Dance of life and death. That's the good stuff.
Killing spree.
I can do this shit, baby. Come on. We cooking now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Overtime, hurry your butt up.
Weakness true. You are welcome for my
Okay. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We got lots of vertical movement. We're using all of our abilities. We're hitting our stuns and 1v1s. We got this shit, baby. Come on. Give it to me.
Ultimate is down.
Enemy killing spree.
That's the good stuff.
Two kills at the same time. Killing spree. That's a kudapu.
Give me that. Let's go, baby.
That's 5 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Don't let me down now. Come on, wall, 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 wall. Keep them bitches out. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go, baby! Give me that! Give me that shit, baby! Let's go! Big dubs. Big fucking numbers, baby. What'd I tell y'all? 22 and 15. 95,000 damage as a flank. And we pulled 46 objective time. Pulled enough for us to win the game, guys. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button down below. If you do want to keep up with all of my content in the future, make sure you also subscribe to keep up to date with all the uploads. We're going to be doing more of this, doing some stream highlights, keeping all the content coming at your way. Until next time, guys, hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye! Hey, y'all, it's Swole. Thanks again for watching my video all the way to the end. If you have enjoyed, make sure you click the links down below to support me, subscribe on YouTube, and follow me over on Twitch to get live content like this all the time. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Stay swole.